Welcome you all for the fourth session on numerical methods. And in this session, we will be discussing about Lagrange's formula for interpolation. So here again in the Lagrange's formula, we'll be finding the value of y when a set of values of x has been given. That is Lagrange's formula for interpolation. At the same time, if the process is being done in an opposite direction, like if a value of x to be find and when the value set of values of y are been given, we say that as inverse Lagrange's interpolation. So both the parts we're going to discuss here in this session. So first, let me talk about the Lagrange's formula for interpolation, and later we'll be talking about the inverse interpolation. So here, let us see this Lagrange's formula. If y naught is equal to f of x naught, y1 is f of x1, y2 is f of x2, and so on, yn is equal to f of xn, be the values of the unknown function y is equal to f of x, this corresponding to the values of x which are x0, x1, x2 and so on up to xn, not necessarily at equal intervals. So the beauty of Lagrange's interpolation is which can be applied for both equally spaced values and unequally spaced values. That is the advantage of Lagrange's interpolation. With these inputs, for the given values of x0 and the corresponding values of y's, the Lagrange's formula for interpolation is given by y is equal to f of x, which we want to find. It is x into x minus 1 into x minus 2 and so on, x minus xn into y naught by x naught minus x1, x naught minus x2 and so on up to x naught minus xn. And so you can observe here, we have the set of values of x as x naught, x1, x2, x3 and so on. In the first term, x minus x naught is not there, whereas the denominator is you will have x naught. And here we have multiplied to y naught. Remember that. And the second term is x minus x naught, whereas here it was not there, but here it is there. And x minus x1 is missing because it is a second term where y1 is multiplied, and the entire term is x minus x naught into x minus x2, x minus x3 and so on, x minus xn into y1, the second term of y. And x1 minus x naught, x1 minus x2, x1 minus x3 and so on, x1 minus xn. And the next term would be x minus x naught. By looking at these two terms, you must have guessed what should be the next term. It is x minus x naught, x minus x1, x minus x2 is missing, x minus x3 and so on up to x minus xn by x2 minus x naught, x2 minus x1, x2 minus x3 and so on, x2 minus xn into y2. So for y2, the corresponding value of x was x2. So in the numerator, that x minus x2 term is missing and the denominator is subtracted, all the terms are subtracted by x2. So similarly, if we proceed like that, the last term will be x minus x naught, x minus x1 and so on, xn minus 1 into yn by, the missing term is x minus xn. So now denominator we have to take with xn now, xn minus x1, xn minus x naught, x2 and so on, xn minus 1. So in the first term, x minus x naught is missing, but y naught is multiplied. In the second term, x minus x1 is missing, but it is multiplied to y1. The missing term, the missing value of x is being taken in the denominator. So it was x minus x naught was missing. So the value of x is x naught, which has been considered in the denominator. Here, x1 is missing, x minus x1 is missing, but the value of x1 has been considered in the denominator. Likewise, anybody can remember this formula in their own way, and this is how I suggest you to remember. So this is the Lagrange's interpolation formula. So now, what does inverse Lagrange's interpolation formula is? So if you can observe here, y value we are finding, which is nothing but our f of x, and we are making use of all the values of x1, x2, x3 which has been given, along with y0, y1, y2, y3. So y is expressed in terms of x here. Whereas if it is in the reverse process, if we find the value of x by making use of the values of y, then it is going to be the inverse interpolation formula. So we are finding x, y minus y1. The formula remains the same, Lagrange's and inverse Lagrange's. The difference is all the x terms are replaced by y terms and all the y terms are replaced by x terms. That's all is the difference. So y minus y1 into y minus y2 and so on. Y minus yn is multiplied to x naught. Y naught minus y1, y naught minus y2 and so on. Y naught minus yn. The second term will be y minus y naught into y minus y2 and so on, y minus and so on, y minus, yeah, y minus yn into x1. Denominator is y1 minus y naught, y1 minus y2 and so on, y1 minus yn. So this is about the second term, and the third term will be y minus y naught into y minus y1, y minus y3 and so on, y minus yn into x2 by y2 minus y naught, y2 minus y1 and so on. The last term will be this. So if at all 5 terms are there, then you will have 4 here and x5 here. So that is how we have to take the formula. This is about the Lagrange's inverse interpolation formula. So let us understand this Lagrange's interpolation method in a better way with the examples. So let us solve 1 or 2 problems so that you can understand the concept in a better way. So use Lagrange's interpolation formula to find f of 4. So we have to find the value of f of 4, which is given data is the values of x are 0, 2, 3 and 6, and the corresponding values of f of x are minus 4, 2, 14 and 158. So now, let us take, so the standard form is y is equal to f of x. So the given value here is f of 4. So we have to find y at x is equal to 4. So at the same time, I have the values of x, which is x0, x1, x2, x3. Similarly, this y is equal to f of x. So it is y0, y1, y2 and y3. So y4, y value we have to find at x is equal to 4. And one more thing is here you have to remember, we have to find f of x4, means f of x. f of x is nothing but y. So we are finding y when a values of x has been given. So straight Lagrange's interpolation formula has been used here. So now let us consider that x0 is equal to 0, x1 is 2, x2 is 3, x3 is 6 and the value of x where we have to find the value of y is 4. y0 is minus 4, y1 is 2, y2 is 14 and y3 is equal to 158. The value of y we have to find. So as I told you, since we want to find y, we have to use Lagrange's interpolation formula. So which is given by y is equal to f of x. You can observe you have x0, x1, x2, x3 and y0, y1, y2 and y3. So we have to write the formula like 4 terms will be there here. So x minus x1, x minus x2, x minus x3. I had got only the values up to x3, so I'll stop it here. And x0 minus x1, x0 minus x2, x0 minus x3. This entire term is multiplied to the value of y0 plus. So second term, x minus x0, x minus x1 not there, x minus x2 into x minus x3 by x1 minus x0, x1 minus x2, x1 minus x3, which is multiplied to y1. Then x minus x0, x minus x1 plus into x minus x3 by x2 minus x0, x2 minus x1 and x2 minus x3, which is multiplied to y2 plus x minus x0, x minus x1, x minus x2 by x3 minus x0, x3 minus x1 and x3 minus x2, which is multiplied to y3. The last value of y given is y3, so we have to stop the formula at this stage itself. So now let us make a substitution for x0, x1, x and all y0, y1, y2, y3 also. So which gives us once we make a substitution, this is what the expansion we get. And now once we simplify, the first term gives us minus 4 by 9. The second term gives us minus 2 and the third term gives us 224 by 9 and the last term gives us 158 by 9. So when we simplify this, we will get, taking the LCM, we will get this expansion and further simplifying we get 360 by 9 and so f of 4 is results in 40. So it was asked us to find the value of f of 4 and the value of f of 4 is 40. So this is how we will apply the Lagrange's interpolation formula. So now let us see another example. Use Lagrange's interpolation formula to fit a polynomial for the data. So here we have to find the polynomial. Polynomial means it is an expansion in terms of a variable. So variable here is an independent variable which we have taken as x. So y must be expressed in a function of x, in an expansion. An equation in terms of x must be found. That is what has been asked. And x values and y values are being given. 0, 1, 3, 4, and the corresponding values of y are -2, 0, 6 and 12. So similarly, as like previous case, there is no value of x has been given. So we will keep the x as it is, and y also we will keep as it is. So x0 is 0, x1 is 1, x2 is 3, x3 is 14. And the value of x, where we have to find the value of y, is 2. So here it is not given. So you have to find, we have to find y when x is equal to 2. Find y when x is equal to 2 is the question. So even though it has been given the value of x is equal to 2 here, we don't substitute in the initial stage. So let us write the formula first. The Lagrange's interpolation formula is given by f of x is equal to x minus x1, x minus x2, x minus x3 into y0 by x0 minus x1, x0 minus x2, x0 minus x3 plus x minus x0 into x minus x2 into x minus x3 y1 by x1 minus x0, x1 minus x2, x1 minus x3 plus x minus x0 into x minus x1 into x minus x3 y2 by x2 minus x0, x2 minus x1, x2 minus x3 plus x minus x0, x minus x1, x minus x2 by x3 minus x0, x3 minus x1, x3 minus x2 into y3. So since we have the values up to y3, we have to write only up to that term. So now let us make a substitution. Even though we know the value of x, we are not supposed to substitute it here because it has asked us to find the polynomial. So I'll keep the x as it is, only x0, x1, x2, x3 and y0, y1, y2, y3 values will be substituted. So x is as it is, x0 value substituted. Similarly, x minus x1, x minus x2 and y0. And the denominator is x0 minus x1. The values will be -1, -3 and -4. Then the second term is going to be 0. And the third term, keeping x as it is and substituting only the remaining values. And the third term will be like this. So now, -1, -3, -4. When we simplify, 3 4s are 12. 12 minus 12, this minus 12 gets cancelled. So this 3 into 4 is 12 and this 12 gets cancelled. 3 2s are 6 and this 6, whereas -1, minus we can take it here. And here 4 3s are 12 and this 12 gets cancelled. So remaining is only the numerator. From the first term, we have x minus 1 into x minus 3 into x minus 4. Second term is 0. And the third term is x into x minus 1. From this term, x into x minus 1 into x minus 4. And from here, we have x into x minus 1 into x minus 3. So now let us multiply these three terms, these two terms and this terms. And simplifying, grouping the cubic terms, square terms, x terms and the x to the power of 0 terms. This is what the expansion we get. And this expansion in x is called as a polynomial. In other words, it is an interpolating polynomial. So once we know this expansion of f of x in terms of x, it is easy for us to find out the value of f of 2. It has asked us to find. Just substitute x is equal to 2 here. 2 cube minus 7 into 2 square plus 18 into 2 minus 12. So which gives us 8 minus 7 into 4, which is 28, plus 18 into 2 is 36 minus 12, which gives the answer as 4. So even here the value of x is only 1. Even though many values of x has been given, like find the value of y when x is equal to 2, x is equal to 10, x is equal to whatever it is, how many ever the values of x has been given, just we can substitute it here and get the value of y, corresponding value of y. That is an advantage of finding the polynomial. Only if it is asked we will find, otherwise we will be straight away substituting the value of x and get the answer. So now let us see another example. Apply Lagrange's formula inversely. Find x when y is equal to 6. The given data is x is equal to 20, 30, 40 and the corresponding values of y are 2, 4.4 and 7.9. So as usual, but here it has asked us to find x when y value has been given. The earlier two problems was find y when x was given. So that is a difference. So since we want to find x, we have to apply the inverse Lagrange's formula. Even though it is not specified use inverse Lagrange's, it is understood that we have to use the inverse Lagrange's formula to get the required result. So here x0 is 20, x1 is 30, x2 is 40. The corresponding values are y0 is equal to 2, y1 is 4.4 and y2 is 7.9. And we have to find x when y is equal to 6. Find x when y is equal to 6. So inverse Lagrange's formula is given by x is equal to y minus y1, y minus y2. Because I had got only till the values till y2, so we have to stop it at this stage, into x0 by y0 minus y1, y0 minus y2. Similarly, the second term is y minus y0 into y minus y2 by y1 minus y0 into y1 minus y2 multiplied to x1. Y minus y0, y minus y1 by y2 minus y0 and y2 minus y1 multiplied to x2. So substitute for y, y1, y2, x0, x1, x2, we get this expansion, and on simplifying this, we get the value of x at y is equal to 6 as 35.2462. So this is how we have to apply the inverse Lagrange's interpolation formula and get the required result. So thank you all.